Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja, the radio experience you can count on. And if you're just joining us, you're welcome. And on this program, we always talk about how we can build a better, safer, and more conducive environment for everyone. And the program is basically on human trafficking and how you and I can be more, resilient in our fight against human trafficking. And I had mentioned that today our topic is on collaboration between NGOs and government agencies. And we have a guest on the line. We have Mr. Labaran Ado Tanimu. He is the state coordinator, NAPTIP, Kaduna Command. A very good morning to you, sir. Hello, sir. Good morning.
Hello, good morning. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you, sir. It's such a pleasure to have you join us this morning. All right. All right.
Even if I agree to you and I'm the chief commander, not the command, no coordinator.
Thank you so much for joining us, sir. All right, sir. So today we're talking about partnerships and collaborations between NGOs like yours and government agencies. So what are the key roles that these non-governmental organizations and government agencies play in combating human trafficking?
Island, it works with other key stakeholders, stakeholders in the against human trafficking. And as such, the NGOs play a very vital role in combating human trafficking in communities and also in general. So in the area of collaboration, I think it has been very effective.
Okay, so from your experience now over the years, is it safe to say that the partnerships we have at the moment in Nigeria is successful, and do we have like a smooth flow between the NGOs and government agencies in this fight?
The line is breaking.
Hello, sir. The line is breaking.
The line is breaking. Yeah.
I guess it's the network. Did you get my question, sir?
Yeah, what is the question?
So I was asking, do we have like examples, or with your experience now, can we say that it's safe, or it's good enough, that there's successful partnership between these NGOs and the government agencies in this fight? Has there been a successful partnership so far?
In regard to that, I will say yes. I don't know of other agencies, but
yes, sir.
For our own agency,
yes, sir.
It is very effective. We've been collaborating with the NGOs in different areas of sensitization, referral of cases, and also in the area of empowering victims also, capacity building and the rest of it. So it has been very effective.
Okay, so what are some challenges that you faced when it comes to these collaborations?
And some of the challenges that we face when it comes to the area of collaboration is that so some of the challenges involve lack of meeting, massive sensitization.
Hello, sir.
Trafficker within the state is not so wide to cover all the local government. So in that area, we must have to be, we have to testify that both the NGO and the government agency to ensure that people are being enlightened about the dangers of human trafficking. And some of the challenges also involves the insecurity that is present within the state. And then we also have religious or cultural interference in cases that sometimes are not being referred to as based on religious ground or cultural ground.
Yes, sir, we can. Okay, all right. So thank you, sir. So now let's talk about the human trafficking itself. How does your collaboration now between NGOs, between government agencies, how are they vital to helping trafficking survivors now?
Yeah, the collaboration is about
Yes, like how does it directly benefit, trafficking survivors after they've been rescued?
it benefits them in the sense that once a referral is being made by NGOs to government agencies, normally the agencies swing into action by arresting the traffickers if possible, then investigating the matters and ensure that the traffickers are being prosecuted in court and conditions are being broken.
Yeah.
After that, the NGO also, in collaboration with the government agencies, try to rehabilitate the victims because the victims are being rescued and being rehabilitated and reintegrated back into the society.
Yeah.
So it's a very effective collaboration to do that.
So you would advise, that there's some form of synergy between NGOs and, government agencies, because sometimes people think there's like a difference. So it's like it's a team against a team. But now we're talking about them working together, and it's obvious that it works for the best.
I think that we are not we can work with them.
Yes, sir.
Certainly, we need to collaborate. And all the areas, the government agencies are not everywhere.
Yeah.
Some of the referrals are being made by NGOs. We are the people who are at the grassroots. So they get the information, reports are being made to them, and we also need referrals to government agencies for police action. Rescue and prosecution of the rescue of the victims, arrest of the suspect, and then possible prosecution of the suspect.
All right, sir. We're still talking to the state coordinator of NAPTIP in Kaduna Command, and he is Mr. Labaran, and we're talking about collaboration between government agencies and NGOs when it comes to the fight against human trafficking. You can also lend your voice if you have something to say, a question, a suggestion, an inquiry. If you are a victim, if you know a victim and you want to reach out to NAPTIP, this is a great opportunity. So I'm putting Mr. Labaran on the spot, but I'm sure he would love to help, because this is what he has been doing for years, and is basically to ensure that we have a safer and cleaner society rid of human trafficking issues around us. So you can call the number 090 8766 8888. That is 090 8766 8888, or call the number 090 7353 0044 090 7353 0044. We are live on YouTube and Facebook at the moment, so follow us at Eagles FM Abuja. That is on all social media platforms at Eagles FM Abuja. All right, sir. Still talking about collaboration between NGOs now and government agencies to fight human trafficking. What role does public... hello, sir.
Hello?
Okay, we can hear you now. Yes, so I was about to ask a question. I was going to say, so how can NGOs and government agencies work together to ensure that our communities are better informed and more vigilant about signs of human trafficking?
Yeah, we can always work together by area of having regular or periodical meetings between the government agencies and the NGOs, and then also in area of going out together for public enlightenment to sensitize the public on the dangers of human trafficking, and also to ensure that the NGOs make referral of cases of human trafficking to the government agencies for police action, and also the follow-up by the NGOs to ensure that the cases that are being referred, they get feedback on it, and the proper action is being taken over the case, or such cases that are being referred to the government agency.
Now, sir, speaking of actions, let's talk about laws and policies now. How do you also think this collaboration can be great to advocate for a stronger anti-trafficking laws and policies?
This collaboration activity, when we work jointly, the NGOs will be able to know the law that is or our mandate and the enabling laws against human trafficking. So they'll be able to know which cases to refer to our organizations for police action. We will be able also to have a capacity training for both the government agencies and then the how can they assist? So also the NGOs will also be able to know what the government agency does and which of the government agencies to contact in any case.
All right, sir. Thank you so much for that. It's really important because there are lots of laws that sometimes are even being made, but they are not being implemented. So it's safe to say that when we have these agencies now and we have these NGOs, they are like police to ensure that what has been said is being enacted, so that we have a safer and a better society. So now, sir, speaking to audiences out there now, how can they collaborate with NGOs? How can they join hands with NGOs and government agencies to ensure that your work goes smoothly?
First and foremost, to the listeners,
Yes, sir.
is that you have to understand what is human trafficking, that is in terms of human trafficking.
Yes, sir.
And you can only understand it through consideration that is done by NACI and other NGOs.
Yeah.
You have to also set it down to their words to educate their children on the dangers of human trafficking. And where a case is being, when something of human trafficking occurs within their family or within the community, the first thing they should do is to report to the appropriate agency on that very matter. So, and also to cooperate with NGOs and government agencies in ensuring that justice is gotten for the survivors. Because sometimes some of these listeners, they have their work, they are being molested, or they are being trafficked. They have that fear of reporting, thinking that if they do, nothing will happen. No, we are assuring them that certainly any case that is being reported, especially to NACI and other government agencies, some action will be taken, and then the trafficker will be prosecuted. So we should have that confidence in government agencies, and also ensure that justice is being gotten for their survivors.
Yes, sir. Okay, sir. So now, still, addressing our listeners out there, what are the best ways they can get across to NAPTIP? I know you're in Kaduna, but you can also, because we have listeners from Kaduna, so you can direct, listeners in Kaduna how they can get to you if they need help, and then maybe just, everyday Nigerians. It doesn't matter where they are listening to. How can they get help when they need help from you?
Normally, when the case is within Kaduna,
yes, sir,
we have our hotlines that we can call.
Yes, sir.
And also, we also have the government agencies that we work with, that other government agencies and also NGOs.
Hello, sir.
To us.
Yes, please.
And same also goes to other states. All states have their own offices and they have their own lines that they can reach at any given time.
Okay, sir. So can you share some of these hotlines with us?
Okay. I can give you my own line now because the hotline we have some issue.
Okay.
It's not going through.
All right, sir.
But if you see the you see my line.
Yes, sir.
For Kaduna, we have 080. Can you hear me? Hello?
Yes, sir. Please go ahead.
080
Yes.
25 97 2413.
Please, sir, let's take the number again.
080
Yes,
25
25
97 24 13.
Okay, thank you so much, sir, for sharing the number, and hopefully I hope that when listeners hear, when they come across this program, they won't hesitate to reach out when they need help. And let me just quickly ask, how has the response been like for Kaduna, when it comes to cases and the experiences you've had to handle? How has the journey been like for you?
The journey has been so fantastic because there's a lot of collaboration with NGOs NGOs.
Yes, sir.
We have been making referral of cases, and we have gone into action. We have made some arrests of traffickers, and have even gotten convictions in some of the cases, and while others are pending in court, and some of the victims have been rescued and rehabilitated, and they are being united with their friends. We have instances where NGOs come assist in the area of empowering such victims.
Yeah.
So I think it has been so effective and very fantastic.
Would you say that we have more cases, or it's getting any better now?
Well,
The cases of human trafficking, is it increasing or getting better?
of course, it depends. When we try to, like the cases of domestic services,
Yes, sir.
where children are being trafficked from different states or other states, or from different areas, and brought to the cities and taken to other states for domestic services. So it's usually based on our reports. But other cases of trafficking victims out of the state to other states or other countries, it is increased because of introducing the state. So most traffickers go under the guise of saying that they are going to students to assist them so that they take them to where they are schools. So they are trying the government and in collaboration with other security agencies to ensure that such does not continue. So the government, the other government agencies, and the NGOs are really taking their hands on this to ensure that this thing does not continue. They are giving massive protection to children in that area.
Okay, sir. All right, sir. So now, in conclusion, I would like to, ask, what advice can you give to, listeners out there on how they can collaborate with you and every other person that has been putting their hands and hearts to ensuring that we have a safer society? How can they collaborate with you to ensure that more work is done and to encourage what you have been doing over the years? Sorry, sir, I would like to ask that your background is, there's a child crying in the background, so we are not hearing everything you're saying clearly. Yes. Yes, we can hear you now. Sir, please go ahead.
Okay. So what is the question?
So I was asking that you can give like some form of encouragement to our listeners out there on how they can also collaborate with you and every other person that has been working to ensure we have a safer society. How can they fight human trafficking with you?
As I earlier said, we should be well assured
Yes, sir.
that for any case we receive of human trafficking, it will be treated with sincerity. We ensure that we do our investigation properly,
Yes, sir.
and if there are elements of trafficking in the case, we have our legal unit. We go to it and see that if we are able to establish human trafficking elements in the case reported to us, certainly we go to court. We arrest first, investigate the case, then we prosecute. We also rescue the victim. So they shouldn't have any fear. Once we have any case, any suspected case of human trafficking, it should be either reported to any government agency available, because we are not everywhere. We have about 23 local governments, so we are not there. The only way we can reach out is to reach out to other government agencies. We have the civil defense, we have the DSS, we have other security agencies in all the government. We can contact them and raise their complaint.
Okay, sir.
And we work with the together, all the security agencies. We all know what we do, all our mandates, each of that mandate. So when a case of human trafficking is being established by the agency that receives the case, we receive prayer from these security agencies.
Hello, sir? Yes, okay. So we couldn't hear you clearly at some point, but we want to say... Yes.
I was saying that cases of human trafficking should be referred to either NGOs or any security agency that is available as at the time of the incident.
All right, sir.
Because you might not be there, but those government agencies will make the proper referral
Yes, sir.
to the appropriate agency that will handle that thing.
All right, sir. Thank you so much for your time. We want to say thank you for making out your time and, of course, sharing your resources and experience with us on the show today.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much. Have a good day, sir.
Thank you very much.
All right.
It's a pleasure.
Thank you. So we've been talking to Mr. Labaran Ado Tanimu. He is the State Commander, NAPTIP Kaduna State Command, and he had called out his number so we can always reach out. So if you're in Kaduna and you know someone that probably, or just share the number with your family and friends. Tell them to keep it safe. You know, when it comes handy, they would need it if they need help. So the number again is 08025172413. That is 08025172413. Okay, so that's the number if you want to reach Mr. Labaran, and if you're in Kaduna and you know you want to reach him, or you know someone that probably needs the number around there, you can always share that number with them. And with that, we've come to the end of the I Wish I Knew radio program and drama, brought to you by MICAT in collaboration with NAPTIP and sponsored by the Danish Embassy. This program is to create sensitization and awareness on human trafficking and how it is a menace to our society, so we all can do better. This is